Welcome back to Stock Up with Larry Jones. Hey, we're going to talk about two new two stock that we've been in before, but they're back again. We're going to grab some more money. Then we're going to talk about what's going on with CCIV and another way that I've been making money with this stock. That and more as soon as we come back. Hey, I just want to start off. Let's talk about CCIV, right? There's a trend that goes on. Those of you that's new to the stock market, first of all, if you're new to the page, just go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the like button. And most importantly, the notification bell. Just go ahead and do that right now. I'm Larry. I've been doing this for 20 years. I know how to make money on a hype stock, but I also know how to find other stock that's not hype stock so you can make money in a bear market and a bull market. Come roll with your boy. And then my family, 200,000. Man, I got people on here that are part of my family that are smarter than me. And what I love about our family is all of us want all of us to eat. Okay? All right. So let's get right into it. Let me talk about CCIV, and I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing the last couple of days. So at first, I was anxious like everybody else. Yeah, I saw the Wall Street report that's saying it's not a done deal. We knew that. We already knew it wasn't a done deal yet. So no biggie, right? And so all they were saying was it wasn't a 100% done deal. We understand the risk. And for those of you that don't understand the risk, yeah, the stock could go down to $10 if there's no deal. And everyone, all of the talking heads, everybody that do what I do, we've all been saying this. It's a risk. But the greater the risk, the greater the reward. So I did get in. And I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing to make money with CCIV, Churchill, for those of you that don't know. So I look at the other signs. I'm watching CNBC and Bloomberg, and those are my two go-to news channels that I watch all day. I have them in my head all day. One of the things I notice is that those Lucid Motor commercials are like, they are rolling. They spending big money in the Lucid Motor commercials, right? And everything points to that it's going to happen. And but enter at your own risk. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor. I'm just Larry telling you what Larry would do. But I'm going to show you guys a way that I've been making money with CCIV already. So at first, I got anxious the longer they took to make this announcement. I'm like, come on, y'all, come on. I'm developing high blood pressure waiting on y'all to announce this deal, this merger, right? But what I started to do is I got insurance, and this is how I did it. This is different. All right. This is not for everybody. It's risky in the fact that you may not make as many gains, but it actually limits your risk overall. So what I did was I took the amount of money that I was going to put in, which was quite hefty, but I got half in warrants, as I told you guys, right? And I'm going to show you guys this chart here. And you have to look up, depending on where you're at, every app don't allow you to buy warrants. All right. So this is my iPhone. The warrants is under CCIV-WT. But on most trading platforms, it's CCIVWS, standing for warrants. All right. Now, what I'm about to tell you is not why the warrants are created, but I study patterns and trends, okay? So CCIV, the warrants, what I've been doing for insurance is, like today, let's go here. Let's see here. All right, right at the top here, 1490, okay? I don't have my glasses on, so bear with me. So when the stock opened up and it went to 14, I bought it. I bought more at 14, right? Like 1440 here, right here on this line, or like 1440, right? But then when it went down, all right, I'm sorry, this was my sell from the previous day, right? At 1440, that was my sell. So I sold my warrants and then it dropped all the way down. I freaked out like you guys did, but then when it came back up, I bought back in at 13 bucks. I bought back in. So I sold for 14.40 and I bought back in at 13 bucks, right? Locking in my profit for today. So what I did was, what I start doing is I play with my trailing stop losses, right? So I had to go take care of some of the business. I had my trailing stop loss, really loose. And then when I think it's going to run up, when it got above 14, I squeezed my trailing stop loss down to like 3%, right? And that's what I do to protect myself, right? And so it popped. So I'm looking, it popped, right? But then I put a limit order to buy back in because I saw after it fell, it tanked. And then when it started coming back up, and then I got back in. Now you say, what sense does that make? I'm making money. I'm cashing out. So I've already made about $10,000 off of this stock just based on them not making the announcement. But here's also what I noticed that is big, is huge, but no one's really talking about it. Every time GameStop, KOSS, and the Reddit movement, every time those stock, AMC, GameStop, and KOSS, and all of those stock go up, CCIV goes down. And every time CCIV has a red day like today, those stock are up. Go check it out. They're green. I just know if the Reddit movement is green, then CCIV will be red. And if CCIV is red, the Reddit is green. And and vice versa. And it just does this. You know why? It's the same investors. These are the millennials that like this type of stock. It was the same investors that ran Tesla up. I look for trends, right? And then I look to see how can I make money off of it. And so far, it's been like clockwork. So today, all of those GameStop and all of those, they were running green today. So CCIV were red. So that's when I buy. Remember, we do the reverse. When everybody else is selling, we're buying. When everybody else is buying, we're selling. So I buy low and I sell high. So far, I've made about $10,000. And then I just keep reinvesting it. I keep buying it in. Now, my regular stock, I'm not touching them because I got them at a price. I'm doing this with my warrants. So you say, okay, but what's the end game? The end game is the longer they push this merger out, eventually, I'm only investing with the house's money because I keep taking my gains and then I'll reinvest it. Cash out, reinvest it. Every time I make that $2 moves, right? If you make these $2 moves and you got 2,000 shares or $2,500 shares, that's quite a bit of money, right? And so that's what I want to put you guys up on this game and see about keeping your eyes for trends. There's always a trend somewhere. We just got to look deep for them. All right. So I hope you guys follow that. Now, I'm going to put a chart up down below here. If you look at this chart I'm showing you right now, it was yesterday's opening, right? Let me look at it so we can look at it together. So I'm going to put it down here on the screen. I want you guys to look at this because these are the type of moves that no one else is really talking about. Now, as you could see, this was Tuesday morning at opening bell. As you could see, the stock was up for the day, $6.94, but it was up 27%. That was the day. That's not how much I'm totally up. All right. Then if you look underneath, the warrants was up 55%. OK, so as you could see, I'm making more money on the warrants because here's another thing that I want you guys to know. This is not a rule of thumb, but I'm telling you guys, I've made more money off of these plays. The warrants, after a merger is announced, generally trail the price of the stock at about 55%. It's not, it's just a rough, okay? So anytime the warrants are trailing at greater than 55%, say 75% or 85%, if the warrants are really trailing, then there's more potential to make money in the warrants. So some of you are going to say, how do you exercise the warrants? We're not exercising the warrants on this play. We're going to sell the warrants. Soon as they make an announcement, we're going to sell the warrants. Right now, I have about 200 shares now of the stock CCIV in my Roth IRA, and I'm going to let that ride with my NIO and my Tesla, right? But what I'm going to do when they make the announcement that the merger is going on, my price prediction right now is about $45. Anywhere, my price prediction is about $48, right? That's what my price prediction thereabout is, right? Soon as they make that announcement and it runs up, I'm selling all of my warrants at face value. I'm not going to wait and exercise the warrants, and I'm selling all my stock. I'm taking my money and I'm running, okay? That's somebody's year's salary. But I'm going to keep my stock in my Roth IRA because that's retirement. This company, if it's successful, will be priced like Tesla in another 5 years. So I'm adding to my positions. All right, good people? So I hope this helps you. If you having a difficult time understanding any of this, just rewind the video, all right? And share this with your family. I'm gonna hit you off with two more stock, okay, that I want you guys to keep your eye on. BEEM. BEEM has broken out again and has a new baseline, a higher baseline right now, and I would say BEEM is worth buying again. I know those of us, we made 130% on BEEM last time. BEEM, BEEM. It is the ticker symbol is BEEM, but the name of the company is BEEM Global, BEAM Global. All right. So BEEM is for those of you that don't know, they make charging stations. They partner with SBE. And what they do is they make the solar for the charging stations. So now you can set up a charging station in 48 hours as opposed to 11 months to get the electric run, right? So that's why I like BEEM. It's going to grow. It's got a lot of growth, right? And then again, INSG, INSG. Both of these stock are sleeping giants. And yes, we've made over 100% on both of them before. But they are about to run again. Even though they've had a little pop today, BEEM did, not INSG, they're poised to run. Okay. Now, for those of you that was in it before, these are not gonna pop overnight. These are hold long. Don't come to me a month from now. I mean, a week from now and say, hey, what about BEEM? What about INSG? Don't come to me 3 weeks. You know, fam, the thing I love about us is we're all races from all over the world. As you guys know, my family is interracial. I'm just going to say something that a black father would say to his black son. I will smack the black off of you. My dad told me that. I used to go, man, the black off of me? Ooh. You know, my dad, he's old school. He drove CTA. We used to call him the Black Ralph Cramden. He would say stuff like, boy, I'll rip your arm off and beat you with the wet end. And I'll be having it in my mind, and then I'll step back like, man, he don't play, my dad. Yeah, this is black family stuff that talk to your black friends, man. We laugh about that stuff now. But it was hilarious. One of these days, I'm going to do a TV show about my family. Love my dad, man. But I will tell you guys that these are long holds, these two stock, BEEM and INSG, right? Hopefully that helps you with CCIV. So kind of check it out. If the Reddit community, if the stock is low, now it's been look in the past, it's been working in the past. But remember, these trends don't always last. And unfortunately, by the time most people notice the trends, they change. But so far, it's been that way. If the Reddit community is buying into those stock again, CCIV falls. If they're pulling their money out and it starts to fall, then CCIV is up. All right, check that out, and then check out the warrant plays. Okay, look, good people, share me with somebody else. My birthday is coming in the middle of March, dead smack dead in the middle, and I want to hit 300K. And the only way that's going to happen if you guys share me. Okay, hey, leave me a like if you like these plays, or if you learned something today. Please leave me a comment. Love you all, family. We gonna make some money. All right. Live, love, laugh, and learn.